forth through subtle, because we all know what it is. But blatant disrespect, I'm going to talk about myself and the person that I used to be and where I am now. I'm going to wait a few more minutes before we start, because I can't talk about nobody better than myself and how I used to be blatantly disrespectful. You guys know there has been a journey from when I first started doing my lives to go to where I am now. I have changed my personality, changed my perspective, changed the way I speak to people, because I used to be out of order, y'all remember. Ooh-wee. It's finally Friday, and I'm so happy we was in this traffic jam tripping, and traffic was tripping today, okay? I was like, if I don't get home right now. Boy, oh boy. So we're just going to talk about blatant disrespect. I don't got to tell you the definition of it. I don't got to read it. You all know what blatant disrespect is. Blatant disrespect make you get up and want to fight somebody. Blatant disrespect can make you want to cuss somebody out. Blatant disrespect is just rude and nasty, like I used to be. I chose to speak on all the levels of disrespect due to the fact that it was resonating so hard, so fresh, so right now in my spirit. I said, let me talk about it and talk myself through this situation, through these situations. So we got through the passive, through the subtle, and we get into the blatant. And blatant disrespect is just a slap in your face. Blatant disrespect is the person I used to be, where I would go off on you. I'm not trying to hear what you're trying to say. I'm not a talker. You keep bumping your gums and I don't see nothing coming out of your mouth that I want to hear. I used to talk over people. Why? Because I didn't feel what they had to say was worth anything. I don't care what you talk about now, because you done made me mad, and I'm going to go forth and do what I do, and then it can be whatever. I used to say, I can't fight everybody. If it's my time to go, my time to go. But I've grown and I've matured, and I learned that you can't fight everybody. You can take them to court, though. I learned how to fight another way. I'm a cease and desist. Shut your mouth. But today, we go for on this Friday with blatant disrespect. And I just use myself as an example, because from my beginning lives, and I think I started maybe in 2017 doing lives, and then I stopped, and because life was life, and then YouTube was blatantly disrespectful. And since I changed, I couldn't keep going back and forth with the same people. You work so hard on your content and somebody come right after you and steal it. I'm not finna fight over content. You took the time to wait for me to research and get on here and talk about something fluently like I'm talking today. I'm getting y'all. And then wait and you do a live exactly like mine. I'm not finna go back and forth. I'm not gonna go back and forth with people that was going back and forth. You catch eeny, meeny, mighty, mo. No, it's not. I only got one name, the one you see it, and I sing under Diva. That's it. I don't have no other names on Facebook. I don't got no other faces, no fake accounts, because YouTube is blatantly disrespectful. And when I started my platform, people know that you don't come over here on my platform with that, because I don't accept it. I'm not gonna allow it. I don't gotta swipe you. I don't need nobody ain't telling get this person out of my chat, because you already know what I stand for before you come on here. I was a person that you out. I had a bad mouth, and I used to use the N-word all the time. And my friend Shelly, I don't know if you guys remember Shelly, but I remember Shelly. That's my boo. She's gonna forever be my Shelly Hunt. She was like, you say the N-word too much. That's respectful. Why? Because we work so hard not to be called that. Whether you are a minority or not, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're an actual color. It means you're ignorant, you lack the knowledge of something. So I was using it all the time because the people that I was talking to was ignorant. So the N-word used to roll off my tongue. She was like, that's not nice. You got a very wide vocabulary. You can find another word other than saying the N-word. And I said, you know what? She's absolutely right. So I never said the N-word no more. So I miss you, Shelly. Love you. Mwah! I changed that part of myself. I changed going off on people. And everybody knows that I'm going to come tell you the truth. I go forward. I'm not holding anything back for you. If that's not cute on you, I'm like, girl, that don't do nothing for you. Try something else. I was on here and I went off on somebody so seriously. Did they deserve it? Yes. But could I have handled that differently? Yes. And I was embarrassed of myself. And that's what started my change. Because when I tell you I went up one side of this person, went across them, came under and went back up, it wasn't necessarily the way it should have been done. Was there validity behind my behavior? Yes, but at the same time, I've approached that situation completely different. You don't got to tear a person down to get your across, but I was nasty. I was blatantly disrespectful, didn't care. Because y'all usually know, y'all come up here with that. The old terrain didn't take nothing. You know not to do it. We come over here, everybody come over here in love. We're not going to talk about anybody in this chat. We're not going to tear anybody down in this chat. I'm not going to let you talk about the person in my chat. We don't do that over here. We do it in love. But the old terrain used to be messy than love. Y'all know, I think I used to have chats. I'm being messy, but I'm being me. The old me was a mess. I was blatantly disrespectful. But at the same time, since we're talking about the change and why I talked about disrespectful, the Lord will show you yourself. So I changed, but the Lord showed me somebody that was just the way I used to be. Don't care, disrespectful, call you out your name. So what, you fat, you ugly. And I didn't like it. Show you yourself, and you're not going to like what you look like. So I learned how to say, you know what, I recognize where I used to be, where I was, and where I am now. Hi, Vondi. I'm not that person anymore. I don't want to be that person. That's not a look. No, I had a relative take, girl, I didn't know you was that bad, because I did not care. I did not have a filter. Do I have a filter now? No, but I know how to handle the situation better. What better? I was just out of order. Blatant disrespect is completely out of order. There's no excuse for it. You just all out here wilding out. You reckless with it. I used to say, you talking reckless. You not talking to me like that. Old me used to be like, what are you doing? Who are you looking for? And the old me used to be, I'm looking for who the F you're talking to. But we change, we grow, we want to do better. I didn't take those things lightly that I said. I meant it when I said it, but I realized my approach was wrong. Sometimes well, at that time I did. When you blatantly disrespect somebody, you don't care about your approach or the way you handle things, but you should. It's a way that you can handle a situation without making a person feel about themselves or what they're doing, or maybe about the situation. And when I look back over the things that I did and what I said, it was completely embarrassing. Like I said, not because what I said wasn't the truth or didn't have validity behind it, or that the person didn't really deserve it. But me, the bigger person, should have handled that differently. Would I want somebody to say something to me like that? Would I want somebody to talk all up under my clothes? No. So people the way that you want to be treated. So I was just touching bases on blatant disrespect. I'm going to give you guys some more examples and go into blatant disrespect and how we can create boundaries, stop it, and learn to grow together on tomorrow. I only came on briefly because today's mom's birthday, so I want to give reverence to that. So everybody knows my mom. Say happy birthday, happy born day. It is the anniversary of the day she was born, and it is a great day each and every day. I said, do everything you want to do today. She said, I don't want to do nothing. I said, oh, it's just like every other day. So once again, until tomorrow, if you're not reciprocating the same behavior that I am, see yourself to the nearest exit. Much love to you, everybody, and I'll see you on tomorrow.